July 1881. Tombstone, Arizona Territory.
I warned him and his cowboys stay out of Tombstone.
What are you gonna do?
You get a rifle and get up on that roof.
You can't face them alone.
I said, get a rifle.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
The sheriff of Tombstone met head-on with influential, almost legendary cattle king from Galeno, Hody Taylor.
Well, the big man with the big bad.
You're not wanted here.
Who says?
I say. I told you that when you wrecked the town the last time.
That's funny. I must not have heard.
You hear me now. Don't get down.
See that my horse gets some water.
Get back in that saddle.
I brought my boys into town for a celebration.
Last time you celebrated, 2 citizens were shot and one of them died.
That's too bad. Don't try to stop me. You may be next.
Get out of town.
Hollister, nobody talks to Hody Taylor like that and lives.
Get out and stay out.
Not Hody Taylor. I'm gonna kill you.
Drop those guns!
Now turn around and start riding.
Hody Taylor was dead. 2 days later, men from his hometown of Galeno, Arizona, arrived to claim his body.
Telegram for you from Tucson.
Oh, thank you. County Sheriff's meeting. Don't give me much time.
We just had a meeting a few months ago.
It looks like they're getting more frequent.
You going?
Just about have to. I'm taking a special stage coming through from Bisbee.
July 22. Clay Hollister left on the stage for Tucson. But there was something about that ride that was unusual. There was no express freight up on top, no mail sacks, and no shotgun messenger for the trip. And no other passengers.
I gotta pick up a shipment. Why don't you get out and stretch your legs for a while?
Sheriff of Tombstone. Brave man.
What's this all about?
Know what town this is?
Galeno.
Galeno. Home of Hody Taylor. The late Hody Taylor.
see, I'm going to be a little bit late for my meeting in Tucson.
We sent you that telegram. We arranged for the stagecoach.
Why?
We figured if we just plain invited you, you might not come.
Yeah. We wanted everybody in Galeno to see you close up.
All this for Hody Taylor?
That's right, mister.
Boys, you're on the wrong track. Hody Taylor was a killer.
We know what Hody Taylor was and what you are.
We hear you're pretty fast with a gun.
So we want you to draw.
Go on. Draw for us.
I got no reason to draw.
You had no reason to draw on Hody Taylor.
He forced it.
We know your kind, Hollister, a gunslinger with a badge.
Quick trigger sheriff.
Shoot first. Ask questions later.
Draw.
You gonna shoot me down?
Draw, because if you don't,
Don't like the odds.
Told you you wouldn't. You want it in the saloon.
Why?
Get going.
Take his guns. Your name?
What is this?
A trial.
A trial?
You're getting a better chance than you gave Hody.
Your name?
You're trying me?
That's right.
Because of Hody Taylor?
I asked your name.
Clay Hollister.
Occupation?
Peace officer.
Peace officer?
This trial will be conducted in an orderly manner. Clay Hollister, you are hereby charged with the murder of Hody Taylor.
Hody Taylor was killed while resisting the law.
Hody Taylor never broke no law in his life.
I don't believe you really knew Hody Taylor. These people did.
He built a school here.
With his own money. 2 of my children go to that school. I have 3. They wouldn't be getting an education if it wasn't for Hody.
He built the church, too, and gave it to our town, his town, as a present.
What have you got to say now?
What I've been saying. Look, your Hody Taylor was...
He owned the only bank in town. There's never been one worthy person turned down for a loan. And you killed him.
I was exonerated in Tombstone at a coroner's inquest.
We're not interested in what happened at an inquest in Tombstone.
There was never any question as to the circumstances of Hody Taylor's death.
There is here in Galeno.
You have no right to hold this trial.
We'll decide who has the rights here.
You've plumb run out of them, mister.
I'm an appointed officer. A peace officer who killed a man in the line of duty.
We've heard enough.
Isn't there somebody responsible here?
I am responsible. I am the mayor.
Well, if you're the mayor, why don't you do something about this?
Do something about it. This was my idea. There were people here who wanted to go to Tombstone and shoot you on sight. I demanded a just trial.
Trial, huh?
The killer of Hody Taylor must stand trial. Hody Taylor was the town of Galeno. Him and him alone. Some towns have senators, congressmen, educators. Well, we had our man, too. A man we loved and respected, and you killed him.
You use the word trial, but you pass sentence in advance. This is the worst kind of kangaroo court.
This trial is fair in every sense.
Huh? In that case, I'll be granted time to prepare a defense.
Don't give him nothing.
What defense is there?
I want until tomorrow and permission to use the telegraph office.
Telegraph office?
I still say don't give him anything.
I move that his request be granted.
I second the motion.
You can't let him use the telegraph office?
He'll wire for outside help.
I believe the motion is carried.
This court is adjourned until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
July 22, 1881. Nobody knew Clay Hollister was in Galeno. Nobody but the citizens of the bitter town.
Request all information available, Hody Taylor, signed Hollister.
That's right. Send that to the peace officers of Ellsworth, Casper, Deadwood, and Tombstone.
Not Tombstone.
Trying to tell him you're here? What kind of answers do you expect to get?
The truth.
The truth about Hody Taylor will shame you to your boot tops.
You know him any place except in Tombstone?
No, but I know about him. Where to now?
Jail.
I just thought about something. Hollister's had it pretty easy so far.
Wouldn't be right to rough him up. Not with him wearing those.
Isn't what I have in mind.
No?
Let's take him out to Hody's ranch. Let him look into the eyes of Hody's widow. Let him stand there and tell her he's the one who shot her husband down.
We'll do it.
Lived good, didn't he?
I had to knock you off that horse. Yes, mister, he lived good. He had a lot to live for. When you shot him down, you made the biggest mistake you're ever gonna make.
One thing I'll say for you people of Galeno, you sure know how to hate.
You're gonna find out how much.
You watch him, Jess. I'll tell her he's here.
Come in.
Excuse me, Mrs. Taylor, but there's somebody out there you might or might not want to see. I thought I'd better ask you first.
Who is it?
Man who shot him.
No, why would I want to see that killer? What's he doing in Galeno?
You didn't think we'd let Hody's murder go unpunished?
I suppose not. But the man is sheriff of Tombstone, isn't he?
We don't care who he is or what he is. We've given him a day to make a defense. First thing tomorrow morning, there'll be a trial. Everything legal.
What you mean is that you're going to hang him legally.
Yes, ma'am. Tribute to your husband.
I've changed my mind. I'll see him.
All right, bring him in. Ain't you got something to say?
I was hoping that she had.
Just what do you mean by that?
Mrs. Taylor, the town of Galeno is accusing me of murder.
Do you expect me to object?
You knew him best. His ways, his doings, the kind of temper he had.
Are you asking the wife of the man you killed to justify your crime?
Who else can I ask?
I've loved one man, and only one. This is his house. The things you see are his. Treasures, mementos, trophies.
Mrs. Taylor,
Don't talk. Your gun has taken all this from me. These things, and him, forever. Even the town that was his. I'm leaving here tomorrow morning because I don't belong here anymore. To the things or to the people that were his.
Apologize to her.
I'm sorry this had to happen.
You made it happen.
Hody Taylor made it happen.
Get him out of here.
You got a nerve thinking she'd help you?
I almost lost my temper, and I'm about to lose it again.
You lost your temper the day Hody Taylor died. You and everybody else in this town.
Take the cuffs off of him. You won't need him in there.
You're getting kind of heavy.
We'll open his cell. You stay here.
Trying to make a run for it, Hollister? Go ahead, run.
Figured you were hoping I would.
I saw you run.
We'll do it legal. Hollister gets a trial.
You should have run for it. It'd have been quicker.
I think we better see those.
You'll see all you want at the trial.
We could take them away from you.
What do they say, Paulie?
I thought this was supposed to be a fair trial.
It'll be a fair trial. Remember that when they drop the rope around your neck. It'll all be fair.
Good morning, Mrs. Taylor.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning. You still determined to leave us?
It's not my town anymore.
I never thought I'd see you leave Galeno, Mrs. Taylor.
I never thought I'd leave it either. Thank you for driving me in, Ed.
You're welcome, ma'am.
What's that for?
In case there's a hanging, ma'am, we want to be ready.
Now, don't let it upset you, Mrs. Taylor.
When will the trial be over?
She ain't gonna help you. Nobody is.
Write to us from California.
Yes, let us know how you are.
Of course I will. Thank you.
This trial is now continuing, and there will be no more delays, no matter what the reasons are. If you have a defense, you'd better make it.
All right. Here it is. Subject received cattle rustling amnesty during the Civil War from Union forces in order to become a Union raider. Subject was subsequently cashiered from his unit for shooting a superior officer. Subject wanted for murder in Ellsworth, Kansas. Subject wanted for holdup and killings, Deadwood, South Dakota. Subject wanted for more killings, southeastern Wyoming. Subject eluded capture, whereabouts unknown.
Any other evidence? Or are you through now?
Well, isn't that enough?
No, it ain't enough.
Well, all right. Yes, there is more evidence. There it is. Read it. Read it for yourself. It's all there. Names, dates, places.
It ain't enough because we don't believe it. The men that sent him are just trying to protect another killer hiding behind a badge. Hody Taylor wasn't any of those things. They're all lies. Lies. I say let's hang him. Hold it!
I'm going to take a couple of you with me, and I know just which one.
I had to come back. I want to know what his defense is.
It doesn't matter, Mrs. Taylor. It was all lies.
Was it? May I see the telegrams?
There's no need, ma'am. I've got this.
Hody Taylor was your hero. What do you think he was to me? I loved him far more, I'm sure, than any of you. But there's been enough bloodshed. These telegrams told of his lust for power, his greed, his crushing people to amass a fortune, and of the men he has killed. And they are true. For that is the truth. Hody Taylor was not the man you knew him to be, except here in Galeno. But this town wasn't his home. It was his conscience. It was his way, his excuse to forgive himself for everything he had done before. He used to boast about that, but only to me. He boasted of his conquests and his killings.
I move that this man, Clay Hollister, be acquitted.
Mr. Caulfield?
Move a second.
Miss Taylor, I hope you like California.
Thank you, but I've decided to stay here. Goodbye.
The horse is returned.
Anytime.
You intend bringing charges as a result of any of this?
No. This isn't a bad little town now.
Whistle me up a memory. Whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as treasure draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.